Come into the J Spot, replacing your G Spot every Thursday from 6 to 7, giving you real relationship talk, real relationship drama with the best night of your life. Your host, Jay and Simply E, hold on, get ready to enter the J Spot on intellectualradio.com.
Good evening, good evening, good evening, and welcome to the best night of your life. Woo! You have entered the J Spot where we are strengthening relationships and families one conversation at a time on intellectualradio.com. We are an iHeart station. I'm your host, Jay. You all, Lady Lotus, will be here after the first half. Want to thank you all so much for tuning in. Please do me a favor, you all go to our page and like our page at the J Spot. Follow us on Twitter at J Spot. Also follow us on Instagram at the J Spot. And J is spelled Jay for all three. While you're ready, you all do me a favor, go to our YouTube channel, like, subscribe, and follow us there, the J Spot Radio. And go to TikTok, like and follow us there. That's the J Spot, Jaye. While you're at it, turn on the notification bells for all platforms so that y'all can see what we're up to. Guys, thank you so much. I'm so happy to be here. You all listen. Let me just tell you all something right now because I don't want any judgment, okay? If you see me do like this a little narcolepsy, just come over me in the mid because I do talk while I sleep. So I just want to let y'all know that. But if I just so happen to charge it to my head and not to my heart, don't go with all this judgmental stuff because, sometimes we can be too judgmental with each other, just like we're about to jump in and judge Jada Pinkett Smith. What do you all think about her? It's just, what do you all think about all of this foolery that is going on with Jada Pinkett Smith? You all, I'm just tired. I just want somebody to please tell her respectfully. Now, this is respectfully from my heart to her mouth. Please put a sock in it. Please close your pothole because there is nothing good coming out of her mouth. And like the old folk used to say, and this applies to her, if you don't have anything good to say, don't say nothing at all. That's what the old folks used to tell us. Shut up. Shut it uppeth if you don't have anything good to say. And so with all due respect, Jada Pinkett Smith, shut it uppeth because it's just like, she is constantly saying some crazy ish about Will. Now, but you know what? Listen, I gotta say, Will, I don't understand. He is standing by this chick. Listen, if I can find me a bra and some drawers that stand behind me and stick to me as good as Will is sticking to Jada, I would be all right. Listen, if I can find something to support my stomach like Will supports Jada Pinkett Smith, baby, I will be of the bomb model, okay? If I can find me a contraption, something to just make this stick out and suck this in and make this poke out, baby, like Will support Jada, I promise you, I will be all that and then some. So you all, if you know of a contraption that will support you like that, like Will supporting Jada, y'all know what I'm talking about. You know that good bra that you get, just make these bad boys just sit on up, just sit at attention. But then you got something that got your stomach that poke your stomach, hold your stomach in so you can breathe and look cute and pretty and stuff when you taking them pictures. And then when you walk past it, give your backside a little tush and a little push up. If I could find something as stable and supportive as that, like Will is to Jada, I'm gonna be winning. I'm going to be winning. I'm going to be winning. If I can find something that'll make my forehead not shine so much with these braids like Will stick with Jada, I'm going to be all right. I'm gonna be all right. That's all I'm saying. So if y'all know of anything that's out here on the market that is as supportive as Will is to Jada, and it comes and it can do all those things, you all please let a sister know, because I seriously need that. I seriously need that type of support in my life, because I'm telling you, this woman I got on here and done trashed this brother in more ways than one. She done said so much crazy ish about this brother, but guess what? He said he's still standing by her. She's his best friend. Now I was kind of scared when he said that, because I'm just like, well, like the old folks used to say, if you got friends with friends like that, you don't really need no enemies. You really would do fine with not having any enemies whatsoever. If your friends treat you like Jada treating you, you don't need no enemies. No, no, sir. You don't need no enemies. Don't need no enemies what ye soever. So again, with all due respect, Jada Pinkett Smith, please just look, just stop. Just stop. I mean, because I'm sitting up here, listen, let's just go back. Jada's sitting up here talking. See, she's like a cold, you know how some people, you got that friend that got the fly ride, especially back in the 90s. You had listen, on the block, you had the dudes that had the fly ride, but then they had the passenger, they friends sitting in the front, and they'll have a seat. They'll lean all the way back in the seat in their boys' ride. You on the passenger side, and guess what? He hollering at everything that walk by, because the driver got to focus on the road. So you got the passenger. Psst. Hey ma, what's good, ma? That's how Jada is. Jada is the passenger in the car, and she's sitting up here acting like she the one that's the ish. You see, because again, back in the 90s, the passengers used to get so much play because they were riding their boy's car in the box Chevys with the sounds and all that. Listen, dude is dusty as he want to be, but he and his boys clean Chevy with the rims and all of this other good ish. And as his boy trying to drive and focus on the traffic, you got the passenger running, trying to talk to everything that he see walking around, and he's acting as though it's his ride. I never understood that. I'm like, bruh, you could easily be out here walking too. You do understand that. You do understand that this is not your juke joint right here. So how are you offering somebody else a ride to something that ain't even yours? I never understood it, but that's just how Jada is acting. Jada is acting like all the shine belongs to her. Jada is acting like she done won Oscars and Academy Awards and all that other ish. Ma'am, Jason's lyric was great. It was. But okay. What else? Okay. I mean, I'll wait. Like I said, it was a great movie. But she's acting like Will is like some rundown Rudy poop, and I don't appreciate it. So on behalf of Will and his fans, I listen, just go somewhere and have you a seat and stop doing all that talking, because if you don't have nothing nice to say about this man, then please, like he told, like who Birdman said, put some respect on it, put some respect on that man's name, because that's the only reason why, if you really want to be honest, like that's the only reason why you're still relevant. That's the only reason why you're still, people are even talking about you, because of Will Smith, because you're married to Will Smith and all of the crap that you're talking about him. Now, as far as her talking about Tupac Shakur, baby, please stop talking about Tupac, because he is not here to defend in any of this foolery that you are talking. He is not here to defend that. So keep Tupac's name out of your mouth, because why would you wait 30 years later? Now you're going to make up this fictitious love affair that y'all had, oh, this and that. Why you ain't say that when he first got killed or when he first died? Why you didn't say that 30 years ago? We don't care about it we don't care about it today, because there's no way to verify it. None of the tabloids can dig up any of the dirt or anything like that, because it's been 30 years ago. So like, Stop your fantasies and all this other stuff. To me, I think she just saying it just because she know that it'll get a rise out of it. You know how you guys listen. And sir, y'all listen, fellas. I'm sorry that some of you all end up with chicks like this. I really am. I'm sorry that you all end up with these chicks that go out of their way to make sure that you are miserable. Some of these chicks, they go out of their way to make sure you will never have any peace and any happiness. I'm sorry that you all get with these type of chicks because that's the type of vindictive ish that Jada Pinkett Smith, that's the crap that she's doing right now to Will. And it's unnecessary, it's tacky, and it's uncalled for. But again, that's the way she moving. But as for me, as for Will, I just need a bra, something that's gonna be supportive like Will is. I need some type of girdle or some type of tummy tuck thing so I can just suck it all up on up in here. I need something that's supportive because Will is sticking by her, and that's the type of stuff that I need. You all, especially that the holidays are about to start coming up. Listen, and you want to eat and just let yourself go a little bit and just, pack on these Christmas pounds and things of that nature. So that's why I said, I need something that's going to be supportive like that. So like Will is, so if you guys are selling or somebody that's selling a contraption that can make these sit up and suck this in, and you don't make this all stick out, and it's as supportive as Will is, because you see he ain't wavering from none. He don't care what the tabloids are saying about Jada. He don't care. He said that is his best friend, and she ain't going nowhere, and he support her in everything she do. Once he said that, I said, ooh, child, I know it's a bra or something outside on the market that's going to support me like Will is supporting Jada. So that's what I said to myself. So I need that type of situation going on in my life. So if you all know something about that, if y'all know somebody that's selling that ish, please let me know, because yeah, I need that in my life. Now listen, speaking of needing ish in your life, you all, I feel like I have to do some damage control, because it's some of these sisters. Listen, this week y'all making us look bad. Some of these sisters are making us look real bad, and I'm just gonna start with a few of them. The young lady that went out on the date and she ordered 48 what was 48 oysters and thought the dude was gonna pay for it. Baby, let me tell you, look, you all fellas, I hate to blame you all, and I hate to make it seem as though you all are at fault for these women's behavior. But fellas, I'm gonna just be honest. Sometimes y'all do it to yourself, because here's the thing. When you talked to her, didn't you get the feeling, and didn't the conversation go in a direction that made you feel like she was needy? Did you not pick up the sound? Did you not pick up the vibe that she was going to be in this for the food? Because I'm finding it hard to believe that some of these ladies that you all are getting picked up with, I'm finding it hard to believe that they're not giving off vibes that, you know what, I'm just going to go with this dude just to get something to eat. I'm not really feeling him, but you know what? I'm hungry. So he say he taking me here. I'm going to go to eat. You all are not talking to these women long enough. See, and y'all setting yourself up for it, because here's the deal. Y'all sitting up there, y'all trying to go in and just get whatever it is that you can, and just have all of this stuff, going on. Y'all just want to do all this and do all that, and just do whatever. But then y'all get caught. So now you get mad because she done pulled a sucker move on you, and now she's there just for the food. But had you taken the time to just talk to her and properly vet her, then you would see the type of foolery that she was on. But no, nope. Mm-mm. Y'all don't want to do that. No, sir. Y'all don't want to do that. Y'all want to look. Oh, yeah. I'm trying to see what that mouth do. Well, sir, she showed you what that mouth do. She showed you that that mouth can slurp down 48 oysters. But I like the way you did it. The trick was on her. He turned it around and said, you know what? Listen, I'm not paying for this ish. You ate this these oysters. You're going to pay for it. Ladies, and I listen, it's more to look. I was gonna say it's more the younger ladies, but the next story we're gonna talk about, that's clearly not the case. But ladies, listen, if you're not feeling these dudes, we gotta be mindful in what it is that we're doing. Like we gotta totally stop doing this. If you not in it for to get to know this dude, then don't go on the date. And speaking of don't go on the date, it'll lead right into the next foolish situation in which I don't feel that the brother did what he was supposed to do as far as, well, this wasn't a brother. So the man, he didn't do what he was supposed to do to get to know this woman because her energy screams, it's all about me. Her energy screams like, I'm a user. I'm out here just to get what I can get. Either you gonna do it. If you don't do it, somebody else will. Her aura and her energy gave that. And that's the lady that said, that filmed herself. She refused to get out the car because her date took her to the Cheesecake Factory. I looked at this. I said, what type of foolery is going on this week? I said, this chick decides not to get out the car because this Bama done took her to the Cheesecake Factory. So now here's the deal. Here's so many it was so many red flags in that situation. I am not going to blame her. Now, I know y'all may say, you know what, CJ, that's what the problem is. Y'all don't never want to hold these chicks responsible. Y'all never want to hold them accountable and all this. No, 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 no. This guy has to take some accountability. And I'm going to tell you why. This was the guy's fault. So many, before they even pulled up to the parking lot, I'm going to tell you how it's the man's fault. Now, I know. I can already hear y'all saying it now. But here's why. The first red flag, and the first way we would have never even made it that far for her to even refuse to get out the car at the Cheesecake Factory. This man got there and she had him waiting for over an hour in his car. And that's the first red flag. If you're not down in 5 minutes, deuces, okay? Deuces, because you knew what time we were leaving. And I'm a firm believer. Listen, don't have me waiting because I am not sitting waiting. I'm not doing all that. Not doing that. That was the first one. And then he's like, okay, she wouldn't let him upstairs. He had to sit, which I'm kind of, this is our first time meeting. Yeah, you ain't gonna be coming upstairs. But if you knew you were not going to let this man upstairs, or if you knew that you were running late, then have some courtesy and some decency, to at least be ready when somebody makes, a reservation. You got an appointment, you got a date. So that was the second thing, because he's sitting in the car. So that was the second thing. So then the third thing, they're in the car and you got the camera on. Wench by, okay, this right there. The date is over. What are you recording? Why are you live? What are you doing? What's the purpose of this? And he's like, are you recording us? Are you recording me? And listen. And then the fourth thing, I don't know what y'all thought, but listen, them titties, if she didn't put them stale, beat down titties up, okay, I was sick. I was upset just looking at her titties because she sat up there and she really thought that she was doing the thing. But I'm just like, I just had some concerns because I'm just like, well, ma'am, your body doesn't even look moist. Like, it doesn't even look soft. Like, where was the lotion? You couldn't at least put some stripper glitter on your chest to make it kind of, put some baby oil or something. Like when she's talking about look at this. does this look like, do I look like I should be going to the Cheesecake Factory? Does it look like, can you believe? No, wench, I think you need to go back home and put some lotion and some baby oil on them titties and put some lotion and some baby oil on them elbows and on them arms. That's what I thought that you should have did. But that was the fourth reason why he should have left her behind at home. Like, the titties was just out. I was just confused. Like, it's sticking. I'm like, what is going on? Like, you all, I'm telling y'all, I could not. I'm like, what is going on with them titties? And she thought it was cute. She thought them titties was just, baby, them titties done been through so many childbirths and all kinds of stuff. And I don't have nothing against childbirth titties because I got some childbirth titties, okay? But what I'm saying is you cannot be sitting here clowning a person, and making it seem like you the end all be all when you are not. Like, if you didn't want to go to the Cheesecake Factory, then you should have stayed, because first of all, you should have stayed at home. And the final, if the titties wasn't enough, if the stale titties wasn't enough, let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all what the last straw for me was. I'm gonna tell y'all this, okay? Just between me and y'all. The fact that he knew. So he ended up explaining to her that because you were late, we did have some reservations for another place, but since you were late coming down, we missed our reservations. So it was a high priced restaurant that he initially intended on taking her to. So right there, that was the fifth thing. That was the fifth flag that tells you, you know what? Listen, you should have left. You should have just left her upstairs to put some oil on them elbows and on them titties. I'm just saying, that's what he should have left her to do. And the last thing, this is just a bonus. And she need to be thankful for this, that it was not a brother. Because I'm going to tell you, had that been a brother, he would have cussed her out so fast, called her so many B words. And I'm not condoning cussing nobody, calling a little cuss word here and there. But I'm not condoning old men calling no woman no B and all this and that. But the dude get a kudos in my book, because he turned around even after she showed her natural, ungreased behind, her natural, unoiled, stale titties. After she showed all that on that camera, this man still took her home. He was a gentleman and he took her home. A brother, he probably would have put her out. Because I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I done said less. And I done got put out for, listen, I done got put out some cars. And I'm like, dang, he ain't put her out. I ain't even say nothing compared to what this chick done said. And now I got put out, and I got to find my way home. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I'm telling y'all the truth. I know how it feels to be put out a car. That's why I'm like, I don't talk in cars anymore. I just wait till I get home, or if I'm Ubering, then I say whatever. Now today I can freely say whatever because we got Uber. But back in the day, it wasn't no Uber. I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna have to see. Oh God, I'm gonna have to see if number 25 working today. I'm gonna have to call a livery cab and see if the livery cab. Number 5 is you. Number 5, what's your location? Number 5, the girl from over there off that west side. The girl off the west side. She over here. She all the way out here in Schaumburg. Number 5. Number 30. How long is it gonna be before you get out there? 30 minutes. All right. Let me see if number 22. Those was the days. So I said, you know what? But it was I said less than that. And I'm like, you know what? This brother done put me out this car. And I didn't even do nothing. I didn't say nothing half as disrespectful as she said, and I ended up getting put out. So I just be trying to, I be trying to figure some things out because again, I may have asked the wrong question or whatever, and asked them, are your lights and stuff in your name? Is this your car? Is the registration? Those are things. I was just being inquisitive, and I got put out for being inquisitive. You know what I'm saying? So she down in this man, and telling him what she ain't gonna do up in his automobile. That's all I'm trying to say. So I'm like, I knew. The moment he turned around, he said, I'm just going to take you back home. I say, oh, I know this ain't no brother. Because there wasn't no cussing in there. It wasn't no fuss. Listen, that could have easily became a domestic violence situation. And I know this is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, but this could have definitely, listen, y'all know I'm telling the truth. She done sat up there, put this man on camera. Ladies, we got to do better. That's all I'm going to say. We have to do better. I feel like we have to do some cleanup because these two sisters, this week, they got us looking bad. They got, I mean, you already got Sexy Red out here. And they done told the world that this girl is with child. So now she letting these dudes damage her uterus, and now she done got pregnant in the process. All I'm saying is I hope that her uterus is intact so that she can give birth to this child. And you know what? And I'm just gonna put this out here because I really do hope this so this it can settle down. I hope that baby split her from the root up to the tootum so she can sit her tail down and close her mouth because the stuff that she's saying, it just ain't right, you all. It's just not right. It's just not decent. The foolery that she be talking. So it's just not right. And we're gonna have to do better with that. So again, Sexy Red. I call every time I say her name, I just feel like I just need to go get in the shower. I just feel so dirty saying her name. And Miss Cheesecake Factory Lady, and then Miss Slurp 48 Oysters Down. You all, I feel like somebody have to redeem us this week. We have to be redeemed. So we need, and then, let's not forget Guttermouth Jada. So we need a positive sister story this week. We need a positive sister story because the next story and the next hot topic, it ain't really helping us either. So what do you all think about the Carly Russell situation? Do you all think that she should go to jail? Or do you all think that she should just, because they've already gave her a hefty fine, like a restitution or something like that. So she already has that. But do you all think that she should get some jail time in addition to that restitution because of the hoax? Now, for those of you that forgot or don't know who Carly Russell is, she's the young lady that maybe about a month or so ago, she faked her own kidnapping to get a dude's attention that clearly was not feeling her or he was done with her and she couldn't accept it. So, she went about staging her own kidnapping in order to get his attention, and it backfired on her. So they found out that it was a hoax. So now she's facing jail time and a fine. So what do you all think? Do you think that do you think that she should go to jail? I think they're saying that she's facing a year in jail and then the restitution. My thing is this. The public embarrassment to me is more than enough. And then also the restitution, because here's the thing. Now, let's be real. We got pink chicks out here crying rape every freaking day. So my thing is this. If we taking folks to jail for hoax, we need to listen. Let's let that be across the board. We're not going to just go out there and put it towards one person or one group of people and then, definitely not put it towards everybody else. So I'm saying if we are enforcing this rule, then let's enforce it across the board. So, I mean, she's young. It was definitely a stupid move. And I think that, I'm thinking that she's definitely remorseful for what it is that she done. But I do think that she definitely needs to be punished. But to go to jail, I think that that's a little bit extensive because, again, nobody was hurt, nobody was killed. Thank God everything worked out. So yes, should she have to go back and pay whatever manpower or whatever that the state had to come out of pocket with to, look for her? Well, yeah, I think that's more than fair. That's no more than fair for her to have to pay that back. But again, to face jail time, then I think that y'all need to look at to some other things and some other folks that done cried rape and all this other issue. And we're gonna go ahead on. We lock one up, let's lock them all up. That's all I'm saying. We lock one up, we're gonna lock them all up in that order. We got Bryson is saying, sorry, I missed the hold on, I done clicked off the wrong thing, Bryson. I'm sorry. But guys, listen, jail no, restitution Yeah, go ahead on and slap it on her. Maybe not even house arrest. I don't think that she should no type of jail time, and don't even put it on her record. Just put the restitution on there. Bryson is saying definitely probation at least. The world we live in ain't got time for those type of games. Lady Lotus is saying community service for sure. I'm definitely I'm with the community service, and I'm with the restitution, but it's like anything that's going to be on her record that's going to prevent her from being able to move forward in society. I just don't think that that is going, I don't think that that is fair to just permanently let something stupid like this, because it was very stupid, for that to follow her for the rest of her life. Because I'm sure when she turned 40 years old and she sit back and she's like, woo, child, woo, I can't believe, woo, these media clips still showing up. And especially if social media is anything like it is today, baby, understand what's gonna happen, okay? Because if these memes and stuff today, she's never going to live this down. That's all I can say. She's never going to live this ish down. And you know what? I mean, again, rightfully so, but to go to jail and have this tarnish your career in your career life, and even losing scholarships and all this other stuff and being kicked out the university, that's too much. That's too much. Pick a punishment. If you giving her that huge restitution, that's it. That's punishment enough. You can't be punishing her and just cut off her whole life because of a stupid incident that, again, nobody was hurt and nobody was killed. Because we're good, some of us, we be wanting them to throw the book at each other. But what about all the stupid stuff that you've done? Did you want them to throw the book at you? Or did you want somebody to show you a little leniency and have a little mercy on you? And we forget that. I think that we live in a society where we're not forgiving. We have no empathy. We have no mercy for anybody if it ain't us. But we done forgot, like, man, I did this. I had this accident. The people didn't call the police on me. They ain't do this. They ain't do that. I'm thankful that, have gotten away and not gotten in trouble. We forget stuff like that. We forget to have the same type of mercy that we want people to have for us. So I'm just saying we got to do better at, being a little forgiving, and just, let's help them move in the right path. Guys, we're going to take a short musical break. And when we return, we have more hot topics to get into. Stay tuned. You don't want to miss it. You're listening to the J Spot, where we are strengthening relationships and families, one conversation at a time.
Oh, you proved me wrong. This ain't a regular love, babe. It's that waking out your sleep with me massaging your feet, yeah. It's that anything you want, I'm only here to please you, baby. You're in my command, hey. Your kiss sends me a shot of dopamine. Oh no, I never had an interest in love until I met you. And I don't know if it's real or is it just a phase I go through, but I feel that it's true. We don't need no labels, baby. What we got is something different. We don't need no labels, baby. Lady, we don't need no labels to show that what we have is something special. For sure, for sure. I don't feel it's a one night stand. It's that look you in your eyes. Take love in paradise. A one life stand. It's that sweep you off your feet. Give you everything you need. That's what I'm feeling. It's that don't pick up the phone, cause we wanna be alone. And I never thought I'd feel this way, then you came along and proved me wrong. Oh no, no, I never had an interest until I met you. And I don't know if it's real, or is it just a phase I go through? But I feel that it's true. We don't need no labels, baby. What we got is something different. We don't need no labels, baby. Lady, we don't need no labels to show that what we have is something special. For sure. Since you came in my life, I see so clear now, yeah. You're so special, no need for labels.
Welcome back to the J Spot, where we are strengthening relationships and families one conversation at a time. Guys, I want to thank you all so much for tuning in. Please do me a favor, go to our page and like our page at the J Spot. Follow us on Twitter at J Spot. Also follow us on Instagram at the J Spot. And J is spelled Jayye for all three. While you're at it, go right around the corner. Boop, go to YouTube, like and follow us there, the J Spot Radio, and then go to TikTok. Boop, boop, boop. Like and follow us there, the J Spot. Again, guys, J is Jayye. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I want to thank you so much. Grown and Sexy Conversations with Jay, 180 Real Talk Chicago, 30 and Up Doing Us, Tyson Smith, the real MVPs, everybody that rock with us. Thank you guys so much. We really appreciate you all so much. Now listen, you all. Speaking of appreciating, woo, child, let me tell y'all something. Some of us, we real extra, but because I know y'all gonna get extra on this one. What do you all think about this? A father pays $700 a month for child support. The mother asks him, listen, let's go have on a birthday party for the kid. He says no. Is he wrong for saying no to going half on the birthday party since he already pays $700 a month for child support? What do you all think about that? Is the father wrong for saying no? And why or why not? Because listen, you all, saying child support is the equivalent of cussing a man out. You say something, listen, a dude about ready to put you in a chokehold. You say something about go say it if you want to. Say it if you want to. Like, whoa, you act like I done call you, like I done called your mama or something. These dudes will flip out over some child support. So be ever ye so mindful when you're talking about child support, because that's that slippery. Listen, again, talking about child support, that's just like calling his mama. You may as well have called his mama a bald head cuss word. That's what you say child support. That's what it is. It's the equivalent. Like, that's where you send them in their heart and mentally and psychologically. That's where they go. Child support, your mama bald head such and such. She do this, and your mama's hey, your mama out there doing all kinds of strange things for some change. That's what saying child support to a man is equivalent to. So I'm just letting y'all know, tread lightly. But that's my favorite word: child support. Say something. Child support. I wish you child support. Say child support. Where my child support? Child support. The child support. Say something. What's today's date? Child support. Like, what if you don't say child support? So is this brother wrong? Now listen. We often talk about child support because here's the deal. And I find myself, listen, I'm talking to a lot of young brothers because the child support system is not set up for men to win. It's not set up for the togetherness of the family. It's not even about the kids. It's really not. It's about keeping Black men bound by the system. And for those that say, "Oh, Jay, it ain't only Black men that's on child support." Well, if you look at the statistics, we are number one. We are ranking number one in child support. The brothers are ranking number one. So don't go with all that. Well, you know, they got it's but listen, listen, I done been in child support court about 3, 4 times, 5 times. I ain't never seen an Arab in there. I ain't never seen a Chinese person up in there. And it's right up over the Oriental Theater. And you ain't never seen an Oriental person up in the child support court. Who they got up in there? They got Tyrone. They got Tay-Tay from 45th. They got Lil Low from off the low end. They got everybody. Look, and they don't care. Listen, them moderators in there, they listen. Y'all think y'all out here gang banging and hustling and yeah, I'm a gangster. Oh no, honey, you ain't seen no gangster until you go up in them courtrooms and see how they verbally abuse you and annihilate your check. You ain't seen gangster. Y'all gang on that chicken sandwich over there on from Popeyes. I'll bet you on everything on my mama. No, you better stop saying on your mama. On your check, on that 20%, and on the 12 years of back pay that she finna get you. That's the type of disrespect they gonna serve you up in these child support courts. And I be trying to tell them, so these young guys that got these little girls, you done picked them. Y'all done ran around here with these. Listen, any little girl that I'm free game for all these young guys out here. Any young lady that listens to Sexy Red and she think that she her shero, do not sleep with her. Baby, you gonna be on child support next year. I swear for Lord, we going to Pound Town. We don't use no protection. You give me a chlamydia in my mouth, all this other stuff. Listen, you're gonna end up on child support. Those are the faithful. Well, that's after y'all come from off Maury to find out if you really a baby daddy. Okay, so y'all got a couple of steps before you get there. But if you are determined to be the father, you're going to child support court. I'm just gonna tell you. So y'all might want to stay away from them little fast there because them. Listen, that's a whole different breed. But back to the 700. Is he obligated? Okay, Here's where I see it. We gotta stop thinking about this from a grown person. I always say let's look at this from the kid's perspective because we're looking at everything through grown-ups' eyes. I paid $700, so you mean to tell me I'm paying $700 and this bride she still coming asking me for more money and this she done all this and that? Sir, yes, $700 is a lot of money. Yes. But please try to focus on the kid. Focus on what's best for your child. And if at all possible, if you can squeeze out the half or whatever you can contribute, then I would say contribute because it's not for, it's not for the wife or the baby mama or whoever. It's for your child. So you want to do what's best for your kid. At least I'd like to hope most men want to do what's best for their kids. So if you can do it, then I would say do it. But again, $700 is a lot of money for the average person, the average man to be paying child support. So, I mean, listen, like $700 and now you're trying to have a birthday party. Now, here's why I would say, heck no, even throw in a slew of cuss words, okay? She want $500, the party $1,000 and the baby $3. No. I would be fine. No, the answer is no. Even if I was giving you $50 a month for child support, I'm not having $1,000 birthday party for a 3-year-old. They go getting these extravagant cakes, little kids rolling up in a Rolls Royce to the 3-year-old. What kind of foolery? And then let me tell y'all what happened. If and when they go to college, then they get to college years later. Now you can't afford this. Now, listen, now here's one. Now y'all want to act crazy. Now you want to act like $1,000 is a lot of money. Your kid got to pay $1,000 for the calculator that they need for that calculus class. How they gonna be? That's some BS. I'm not paying no $1,000 for no calculator. Once you paid $1,000 for 30 minutes for your baby to ride in a Rolls Royce to a 3-year-old birthday party that they don't remember. Get your priorities right. Get yourself together. So we have to start prioritizing things. So a 3-year-old, all this money for a birthday party? No, ma'am, that's on you. So that ain't even thinking outside of the kid. It's just no, because you're not going to waste my money on this. I got other things to do. So you know what? The money that I was going to contribute, then guess what? I'm going to put it in a custodial account for my kid. I'm going to put it in an IRA for my kid. I'm going to set my child up on my own. So again, as a good parent, that's what we should be doing anyway, setting up these type of accounts and not sitting out here blowing all this money on these frivolous things. But I'm going to go ahead on and start talking back some mess because y'all don't want to hear. We don't want to hear those type of things. We don't want to be hearing, well, Christmas is coming up. I'm going to get little Juju the new iPhone. Well, why not buy little Juju an iPhone stock, which is less than a phone, and just hold on to it till little Juju turn 18. And guess what that stock is going to be worth? Just one. Guess what? You can buy a whole bunch of little Apple stocks right now. But see, we ain't gonna talk about. Hey, don't nobody want to talk about that. What's so wrong and sexy? That's why we constantly gotta ask for money. Because we don't want to talk about that. So we want to talk about how to blow all this money on a birthday party. We want to talk about how to take the kids. I'm trying to take I'm taking 20 of them all expense champagne to Disney World so that they can see Minnie Mouse. Why? So Minnie Mouse can scar them when they walk past and act like they don't see your little brown babies and go walk past and see the little pink little kids. What you want to do that to your kid for? Listen, go down on one of these sites and go buy you a little Cinderella outfit and you had them a little Cinderella party at the house. Go buy a little Cinderella pinata or something. But we should not be spending all this money on these parties and stuff. But guess what? I can't tell you how to spend your money. I'm the one just sitting up here, just drinking a little coffee. So I can't tell you how to spend your money. I really can't. But I'm saying, if $700, is he obligated to do it because he's paying $700 in child support? No, he's not obligated to do it. But if he's able to do it, then I would definitely say, sir, do it. It's for your kid. But if it's an outlandish amount and you're not going to waste my money on no huge birthday party. So that would be to his discretion. Because if he feels like $500 is a lot of money, I'm going to give you an extra $250 for a birthday party that the kid is not even going to remember. I'm not doing it. Or if it's something that he doesn't believe in and he's not down for it, then he has the right to say, yeah, nah, I'm going to go ahead on and pass on this foolery right here. I'm going to go ahead on and pass because what you're not going to be doing is wasting my money. That's what we're not going to be doing. He has every right to say that. He has every right to do that. And it's just like, is he wrong for that? No, he's not wrong for not wanting to waste his money. He has every right to decline your asking for that type of money for something that he doesn't believe in. And it doesn't make him any less than, it doesn't make him wrong. It doesn't make him any of that. It makes him exercising his right to say, no, I'm not doing it. So, and he has the right to say, no, ma'am, no, ham. It's a no. It is a no. So I'm not doing this because I don't believe in it. Or again, if on the basis of he just want to say, you know what? Yo, I just gave you $700. He may want to take that route. Is he wrong for taking that route? Absolutely not. It's your world, sir. It's your world. But if you're going to make a decision whether or not to give the extra money and you're basing it solely off the fact that you gave $700 already, then, I would just say, you know what? You looking at it the wrong way. You looking at it by the fact that what you just gave the mother, and you're not looking at the experience, or you're not looking at how your child would feel. And that's all I'm saying, is sometimes we got to stop looking at what the grown-ups may think or how the grown-ups may feel in the situation and just start focusing entirely on on the kid and just, we can take it that way. Because again, if we stop focusing solely on each other, the grown folks, because they grown, y'all don't like each other, y'all got bad blood, you already mad still because she got child support. So it's like the answer is already still going to be no. Oh no, we ain't doing all of that. We ain't doing all of that. So let's just, see if we can just be cool a little bit. Be cool, be cool, be cool, and do what's best for the kid. But again, is the father wrong for saying, nope, no, I gave you $700. You get $700 a month. Make it work. Do what you have to do for the kid. Do that, and we're going to be done with it. Is he wrong for that? No, he's not. Guys, listen, we're going to take a short musical break. I sent it. We're going to take a short musical break, guys. When we return, we have a special guest in the building with us. So you definitely don't want to miss it. So definitely stay tuned, because guess what? You're listening to the J Spot, where we are strengthening relationships and families, one conversation at a time. So, guys, thank you.
should never feel lonely. You don't ever wanna spend some time. I want your love in every drop of a dime. You see me calling, you should come running. Quit all that stalling, my body's calling. I got downtime, out of time. This could be so perfect for one hell of a night. Think you got a secret ease, he ain't calling my cup. I just wanna slow this on you, baby, we can turn it up. You had your chance, no second chances. This love I have is not for play. Under no circumstances, I'm in need of romancing. Pick up the phone, cause I get so lonely. Can't let no anybody love me. You are the one that lives in me, my dear. I should never feel lonely. Lately your love has been on my mind. Obviously busy, I wanna unwind. Fantasizing, thinking about you. Imagine all I could. Anticipating is about to go down. I get so lonely. Don't leave me waiting for you. I get so lonely. You had your chance, no second chances. This love I have is not for play. Under no circumstances, I'm in need of romancing. Pick up the phone, cause I get so
Welcome back to the J Spot, where we are strengthening relationships and families one conversation at a time. Guys, I want to thank you so much for tuning in. Please do me a favor, you all go to our page and like our page at the J Spot. Follow us on Twitter at J Spot. Also follow us on Instagram at the J Spot. And J is spelled Jaye. All three. Listen, while you're at it, boop, go right around the corner to YouTube, like and subscribe to our channel there. That's the J Spot Radio. And then go right to TikTok. Boop, like and follow us there. The J Spot. Again, J is Jaye. Now listen, turn on the notification bell for all of them, you all. Guys, listen, it's just been me. I'm telling you, I've been trying to be on my best behavior, but y'all know, every time I'm up in here by myself, it ain't no telling what's gonna happen, because I don't got nobody looking at me. I got to worry about, did I go too far? So I've been going far all the first half, but you know what, you all?
Don't bring it back now.
I'm deep. Okay, so Lady Lotus has entered the building. Listen, now,
hey y'all.
Listen, she's an esthetician.
Yes.
Chandler,
girl, I love it when you say it.
Mother of some cool dudes.
Hey y'all.
And a little lady.
Miss Thing.
Lady Lotus. Hey, how you doing?
Hey, gorgeous. I'm good. I'm here.
I'm just living my best.
I heard a little bit
best
of
gospel life up in here. I just been living, just trying to live right. Trying to stay out the pastor's office, just trying to stay out the way. But you know what? Sitting right next to Lady Lotus, we have a very, very talented songwriter, singer, activist for breast cancer.
Yes.
And somebody told me that you used to grace the mic talking and running your chops. But listen, let me tell you something. We're going to talk about that afterwards. Listen, we have the talented Frankie Parker. How you doing this evening?
Hey, y'all. Hey, ladies.
Thank you.
Wait a minute, girl. You better go ahead and speak to that mic.
Y'all so pretty. No, I'm just trying to check 1, 2.
I was looking at them. You all, I'm not going to lie. I was like, man, she got them thighs out. But we'll take a picture. When we take the picture, I'm going to show y'all those. But how you doing tonight? Thank you so much for joining us.
Fantastic. Thank you for having me.
No problem.
Back at Intellectual Radio. Wow.
Yeah, I know.
Girl, what it do, boo?
So do me a favor. Tell everybody a little bit about yourself. Frankie Parker, besides being a singer, songwriter, and activist for the breast cancer. And also, guys, we're going to play her song,
Breathe.
after the break. So we'll
Okay.
go ahead and play that into the break. But right now, tell everybody a little bit about yourself and what you got going on.
Was as you've already said, I'm a singer songwriter, a mother of one,
Bless
a
your heart.
14-year-old boy. Lord, pray for me.
Yes, Lord.
Bless your
Yes,
heart.
Lord.
I'm active community. I'm a community activist to a degree, in particular for the breast cancer awareness movement for October. Also, I am a tutor for a program called Let Music Live, the Rhythms Project, where I help out with producing and recording songs for youth, but it's not from like a negative connotation. It's from more of a positive connotation. So we teach them how to structure a song. We teach them how to record the song, and then I come in and vocal produce the song for them. So I work with the youth, which is where this song came from. That
So now, do
project.
you do that in a
Beautiful.
school, or is that just like a community project,
It's
or how can
actually
people?
private. It's
Okay.
private, and what they're trying to do with the Rhythms Project is expand it so that it can be accessible to schools. So my partner in crime is Nick Indigo Davis, who actually produced the song, but he just gets a bunch of different kids. So you have a child that does country music, a child that does pop music, a child that does R&B, and then we take them into the studio and take them through the whole process
Okay.
of writing and recording. So this song is going to be used to raise money for that project, and it's also going to be a part of my EP.
So what inspired the song?
Well, the song started out as a challenge, if you will, from Nick, the track, and he had an idea of what he wanted it to be, kind of like a meditative, peaceful song, and so I started writing it prior to my chemo treatment. So slowly but surely, it turned into like the survivor song about just making it and trying to get through whatever situation that you're going through. So it became kind of an anthem for me as I was going through treatment, through chemo, through radiation, through my mastectomies. It became just like a part of me. So I said, when I finished the song, after I heard everything from top to bottom, I'm like, I'm going to do my best to use this as advocacy for breast cancer awareness, beginning in October of this year. So I landed exactly where I wanted to, you know what I mean?
Yes.
So I'm really excited about it. I'm looking forward to pushing it towards some of the breast cancer awareness programs. I received an award from the Weish Foundation for my activity and community work, and I wanted to dedicate it to someone like them or Susan G. Komen, where they can use the music to raise money. Still,
Yes.
of course, getting my piece, but also taking some of the proceeds and raising money for it.
So what was it like when you got the news that you had cancer? What was that like?
That was absolutely traumatic. As Earl would know, I'm a busybody. I'm all over the place, So for me to have to stop and sit down, it took a toll on me. But the day that I found out was June 16, 2021, and I was actually leaving Burr Oak Cemetery. I was burying my great grandmother. I pulled out of the cemetery, and the phone rang, and they told me I had cancer. So, I mean, from some perspectives, that would be kind of crazy, right? You just laid someone to rest. But from my perspective, I was like, okay, cool, I get it now. I know why she had to ascend so that she could be that ancestral power that I needed to walk through, the cancer
Yes.
fight. So it was absolutely nuts to be so young. I'm only 40, so I found out when I was 38. We're not allowed to get mammograms based on insurance until the age of 40. I have a history of it in my family, but I don't carry the BRCA gene, so I would not qualify for that. So certain things started to, I didn't know, I was unaware of. So um, to answer your question, the unknown was the scariest part of it all. You know what I mean? Like, to not know what was happening. But in my mind, I always knew I would beat it.
So what would you tell a woman, like, what are some of the things that she could look out for, or what are some of the things that she could experience? And I know that everybody is different, but sometimes, some of these symptoms are very similar. And then also, to just give you a 2-for-1, what would you tell the woman that is afraid to go to have a mammogram? Because I'm telling you, the way they stretch, I'm just
They
like,
tug and stretch and
I know.
grab. Don't you feel violated?
I've been that one. I'm that one that's like, I'm not going, leave them alone. Like, don't touch them. I've seen grown women tell me this experience
and cry
Yes.
about how they did them, and it's just like, well, you know what, I'm okay. I'm not. I
No,
passed.
go. I had
Yeah.
no pain. I had no pain.
No pain. Oh, no pain.
So
No
you
nothing.
advocate for them and tell me where you went, and we put that
I
in
went
my
to South
phone.
Suburban. Now where I'm now, I'm at Northwestern.
I ain't
And
going
it's a
there.
research hospital. But let me tell you what happened. So I was moving furniture for my sister. This was in January 2021. I bumped my breast against the dresser, like moving the furniture. The bump
Okay.
never went away. So I had no pain. So had I not seen that bump, that the cancer cells could have been festering in me and I would never know.
Right.
So no symptoms, no stomach acting up, no headaches, no nothing. No stinging, no burning, no nothing.
So were
Okay.
you doing your regular monthly exams, your breast exams prior to hitting your breast on the dresser?
I was.
Okay.
I was doing it. And the funny part was I've been a nut about it since I had my son. My son's 14 years old. So I've been thinking about breast cancer, just the awareness piece of it. I've been asking the doctors, hey, can you give me a mammogram? I wanted it ahead of time. I would consistently ask. So for it to happen, it was almost like my body knew,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't have known had I not
Did that bump.
bumped myself. And that bump just never went away. But I did do exams. And you have certain parts of your breast that feel bumpy and lumpy in one ways and then they don't in others. So sometimes, you should do the exam, but sometimes you might miss something. Go and get that
Ain't
mammogram,
nothing going
child.
on them
Go.
little
So
things.
because here's the thing, because I'm like, for me, like the first mammogram, I'm just like, I'm like this is some. See, I said, this is
It's an
some
invasion
bull.
of my privacy.
But you know what? I have a history of abnormal mammograms.
Okay.
So I'm like, they done had me up in there. I'm just like, you about to shoot some stuff in me, put a chip in my. I'm like, listen, you're not about to have me walking around like I'm Fifi the poodle up in here. You got a chip so you can activate. When that's just how I felt. I'm like, you know what? Listen, somebody gonna have to do something. So thank God I came back the day I was supposed to get chipped. They was like, oh, well, you know what? It's not there, whatever it is. I'm like, I felt like it was a lymph node, that keeps moving. And you know what? I've done some research. So I'm like, you know what? I stopped wearing. Y'all judge them if y'all want to. I stopped wearing these stupid bras every
the
day. I'm like,
underwear.
listen, I'm gonna let them listen.
Let 'em
I done
breathe.
put my time in. I'm gonna let these bad boys scrape and spark the ground. I only wear them on special occasions.
What
I'm not
they
about
say?
to, because it's a lot of stuff. I'm not really, I like Western medicine, but I also like alternative things that I can kind of do that the doctor is not gonna tell me. And letting these bad boys, I just want to be free.
Free the tatas.
I'm gonna let them be free. But what are some some preventive things that you can tell somebody? Frankie, don't.
Free the
I
It's
know.
tatas.
We all want to be free. Truth
I'm
be
gonna be
told, I'm
free.
free right now. I just had
That's what
reconstruction.
I'm
So
saying.
Let me tell
I don't
you,
wear anything unless I absolutely have to.
That's
Like
I
if I'm
think
on
women
stage.
forget about that movement of burning bras. First of all, a woman did not create these things.
Right.
Somebody else created it that told us that we needed to wear them.
They're
And they're
ungodly.
uncomfortable. Victoria ain't even a woman. A man created that so you could feel special and spend all that money on them unnecessary bras. No, I'm
And
not.
it's the wires.
I got
It's
rid
the
of the
wires
I
that crap.
got rid of the wire and I stopped using aluminum deodorant.
That's what I
That's right.
stopped doing.
I stopped using
Yeah.
it, and it's a bad experience to
Yeah.
stop. I broke out so bad under my arm. Luckily, we was working from home on COVID. I had to walk around and lay around the house like this because it was a rash. And what I did was, for anybody that's gonna do it, you get that Aztec clay and some extra the vinegar, apple cider vinegar, mix it up, make that paste, and allow that Aztec clay to pull the toxins out. And I've never had that issue again. I stick to aluminum free. I don't want your degree. I don't want none of that stuff.
Yeah. I'm
So
the
now,
same.
Frankie, tell everybody how they can get in contact with you and how they can download the song.
Okay, so the song will be released on the 20th. That's tomorrow. So it'll be on all DSPs. You can purchase it on CD Baby, but all digital streaming platforms will have it as well. You can also go to my website, www.frankieparkermusic.com. You can also catch me on IG, Sounds of Frankie P with one F. And then on Facebook, fake Frankie Breezy Parker. Frankie Breezy Parker on Facebook.
Well, guys, listen, we want to thank Frankie Parker for joining us on
Thank
tonight. We're going to play her
Thank
song
you.
Going Out. If you want to introduce it, Going Out, we're going to take a short
Word.
musical break. And when we return, listen, y'all
Hot
already know.
mess.
You know.
I'm scared.
Go ahead, Frankie.
You should be.
Okay, introducing my single to the world, Breathe, Frankie Parker. Let music live.
On the J Spot.
Slow and steady wins the race. Up to you to choose the pace. And with God's grace, yes, in God's grace, grab your armor. We are on the way. Breathe, 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 just breathe. Breathe, 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 just breathe. Take nothing from the past. Right on. Avoid the spells it casts. We will fight away. Yes, right away. We have the power. We will rule the day. Breathe, 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 just breathe. Breathe, just breathe. Let deep breaths bring life in your heart. I can feel you. God be with you. When it gets hard, unbearable, take charge. Stay strong, keep fighting, surviving your place. Slow and steady wins the race. Up to you, choose the pace. And with God's grace, yes, with God's grace, grab your armor. We are on the way. Breathe, 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 just breathe. Breathe, just breathe, breathe, just breathe, just
Welcome back to the J Spot, where we are strengthening relationships and families, one conversation at a time. Guys, I want to thank you so much for tuning in. Please do me a favor, you all go to our page and like our page at the J Spot. Follow us on Twitter at J Spot. Also follow us on Instagram at the J Spot. And J is spelled
Jaye.
all three. Now listen, while you're at it, boop, go right to YouTube, like and follow us there, the J Spot Radio. Go to TikTok, like and follow us there. Boop, the J Spot, Jaye. And listen, you all turn on those notification bells. It's just me, Jay. Nah, but this is who you want to look at. You want to look at Lady Lotus.
Not
and
today.
then listen,
This is what you want to look at.
You listen. I'm when we go off, I'm telling you, I'm gonna zoom in on these thighs and I'm gonna place them up, and that's what's gonna be the screensaver for this week. We got the soulful, sexy, sultry, talented Frankie Parker. How you doing tonight?
Hey girl, hey.
Thank you
What
so
up,
much
Lotus?
for joining us. Thank Thank you. Now listen, we were nice that
Fun.
part. We done with the interview. Listen,
Okay.
it's time to get
Uh-oh.
to the next hot topic. Listen, you all, we do the nice professional stuff. Now that was the last segment. Now listen, you all, let me $50. The brother bought the ring. Your engagement ring was $50 from Walmart. Are you getting married or are you turning that ring down? He spends $50 and he's like, listen, baby, I love you. The ring is $50. This is what I can do right now. Are you getting married with that $50 ring or are you going to say something else? Y'all listen, Frankie, since you were a guest in the house,
Am I getting married? First of all, I
the
don't
ring
even.
is $50.
So the answer would be no, and that's because I don't even like Walmart, man. Like I don't mess with Walmart. I don't buy anything from Walmart. Walmart is just corrupt as
Well,
God
let's just
knows
say
what.
it was just a $50 ring.
Okay, $50 ring. I think the answer would still be no, because you probably can't buy me a house, a car. You probably should know better than to give me a $50 ring. I would just take no ring over a $50 ring.
What about you, Lady Lotus?
I don't know. I mean, if I'm dating this man and I've been with this man and I know he broke and he ain't got no money and all he got is that $50, I ain't got no choice but to say yeah, because I knew you was broke when I've been dating you all
That's
this time.
facts. That's facts.
You know what I'm saying? It's like we want to say no to people. We want to treat people a certain way, but you've been dating this man. You know what his finances are. And then if he ain't got but $50, I ain't gonna put the $50 ring on my finger.
Where you gonna
put it on
it?
a necklace.
You gonna do a Queen Latifah?
I
like the
mean,
key?
it might turn my finger green, and I don't do Walmart either. I'm a Target girl. I
Okay.
don't do the people of Walmart.
That's why this is why the Lord is good.
You ain't even gonna date nobody that ain't got enough money to not to buy you.
Okay,
So we
hello.
already know.
That's a
$50,
hard no.
I'm just like, now listen, you all. I just, my chest is still hurting from as hard as I laughed when I saw this question. I'm just like, oh God, this is crazy.
In my heydays, I had my little promise ring. It was cute.
It wasn't 50.
I did
I'm gonna tell
too.
you one
But
thing,
mine wasn't
$50.
And
$50.
it came from Cage Jeweler. It was not, but it wasn't thousands.
There's
either.
nothing I can do with a $50 ring. And I'm just saying, now here's the thing. I am not a material. Every time
Me
I
neither.
say that, people say, she say I am, but I don't think I am. My sister would say that
I don't
I
think
am.
that you're a materialistic person. There's a difference from saying I like nice things.
I like nice
You
things.
treat yourself nice, and if I treat myself nice, I expect the person that I'm with to be just as nice.
But
Amen.
here's the thing. I'm like this. I drink more than $50 worth of coffee a week. My ring is not going to be how much I consume. It just don't, I'm
That's
like,
facts,
the
though.
Gas. I mean, the gas in the car.
It's more than $50 a week. So to me, that says that, you know what? We're finna struggle. I don't want to struggle. I can struggle by myself. So we're not going to 50. We would have been you would have been friend zoned and, we wouldn't even be having this problem.
What if the person is like super
Don't say it.
frugal?
I knew you was gonna say that.
So he's got this $300,000-$600,000 house, and he goes and buys you that ring.
He can keep the ring.
He can keep
You don't
that
have
ring.
to bring, because I don't
That's
really,
what I'm saying.
I don't really
Don't give
want
me
a
the
ring.
ring.
I mean,
Because
let's
that's gonna
do
be a
some stocks and
but
stuff
that's
like
gonna
that.
be to me, if you got all this money and you frugal and you with me and you know how I am and you know what I like, and you come at me with a $50 ring, that's insulting.
Exactly.
That's an insult of my intelligence, my who I am, that you think I'm sexy red and you go give me a 50. I had to say the name. She said it. She
Did
said
you
it
start
on the
itching?
show. She said I start itching. I need a shower.
She just look dirty.
But it's just like my dude ain't into spending a whole bunch of money. Like I'm going, if I want that person, I'm buy that person. If I got that money, I'm gonna get it.
Mm-hmm.
It's what I want. I work hard for what I want to get the things that I want. Now, do I expect for somebody else to stay up with what I want? No. But I expect for you to see what I like and what I desire. And there is a rule. The ring is supposed to be 3 times the amount of the money that he made.
Right.
I expect that. Now, the ring I picked out ain't even $5,000. I don't even think it's halfway to it. And it's a cultural, what you call it, eco-friendly ring.
Oh, that's nice.
See?
I don't want diamonds. I want a rose gold. If you listening, I want my ring rose gold with a
Cue
morganite
the advertisement.
stone. The morganite stone needs to be peach, not orange.
She said peach.
You can put some little diamonds around the side, but you make sure that rock on the top.
That a rock.
It's a halo Morganite Stone and Scene.
See, now what I'm tell you is
That is just a lot.
You can keep your ring. See, this is what I want. I want him to give me a piece of paper. You said it's 3 times the amount of they salary.
That's what they say it's
like for
supposed
over
to be.
3 months or 6
So,
months
I
or
want-
something
3
like
months of their
I want
salary.
this in stocks. I want you to find
Hello.
a stock, and I want you to give me that, because here's the thing. I've been through this before. I know me. I might not make it to say I do, but I got these. You ain't getting these back.
Cha-ching,
You ain't
cha-ching.
getting- You
Yes.
can leave.
I want my ring. Now you can give me the stocks and the bonds
They-
on the
listen,
wedding. We
you
ain't
can
got to
keep
do
your
that
name.
on
I'm with
crazy.
you. I'm
We ain't
with
got to
you.
do
You
that
can
on
keep
crazy
your name.
expensive
You can
wedding.
keep the ring, but I want them stocks. Cause I'm not
or a
listen,
building or a two
You
flat.
give me
something.
some
I
IRA
want something,
rock
but
with a
I
good
don't
amount in
like
it.
a ring. I don't need a ring. Like I said, preferably, I don't want a ring. And I've already had. I'm not a big jewelry person, because I'm
Me
not gonna
neither.
wear it. So I would appreciate it, but to have a big. First of all, this mouth is just ridiculous. I'm gonna be in some stuff that I shouldn't be in, and I'm not gonna be paying attention. Then guess what? I'm not gonna have a finger, because they're gonna be. I'm like, what happened to my?
That's all I want with them crazy rings.
So I don't want nothing, big like that, but I do want something nice. But $50. That just says
That's
that you know
insulting.
what?
my baby
It's
earrings cost. My
disrespectful.
We
baby
finna be
earrings
struggling.
cost
We
more
finna
than
be
$50.
eating pork
Right.
and beans and hot dogs, and I've already
costs more
done
than
that.
$50
You
Like
to
spend
get
more
her
money
ear-
on DoorDash.
I'm
than
drinking
that ring.
coffee, and you want me to go? So you want me to stop drinking coffee? Well, babe, you need to tighten down on.
You could at least
Ooh.
spend what the government take out my check.
I'm like, I don't want to.
You
cut
said
back.
you want a FICA ring.
You can at least give me a FICA ring.
Give me a
We
FICA
together
ring.
Look,
now.
add up.
Now
Look,
I
you can
gotta
add
go.
up FICA, state, federal, and the medical. Come on now.
Next.
Cedric said he gonna pray for all of us. That's what Cedric said.
Hey,
Cedric,
Cedric.
would you give
What
a
up,
woman?
Cedric?
Would you propose with a $50 ring, or do she got a right to be insulted by a $50 ring? Because again, now I would say this: coming up, let's say these college age folks, you know what? Yes, you can do that. Y'all in college, y'all about to start your life together. But
That's
now,
cute then.
That's
these
cute.
brothers.
No,
you the
that
30
that
plus,
$50
plus.
ring is sexy red cute. That's what that is.
Every time you say her
Cause
name,
she's the
nothing cute
epitome.
about.
She's the epitome of a $50 ring.
She
She said
she the
her
epitome of a
man
pack of
robbed somebody
Newport.
else, and man, that was the best thing she ever got. She is the epitome
She
of
the
a
epitome
$50
of
ring.
a pack of
Them
Newports, and they stole.
You
They
is not gonna put them babies down in
They didn't even
college.
buy. They didn't even buy the Newport. She a pack of. She just an epitome of whatever
she
you
ain't
want.
Newport.
Steal
She's
some.
some cool filter kings.
And they
Oh,
stole
wow.
it. Whatever
Cool
whatever it is
filter
that's
She
stolen.
ain't
king.
even
That-
a pack of Marlboro.
Dang.
It's stolen.
She
Now,
ain't
speaking
even
of
a Virginia
$50
Slim.
and all of
Yes,
this.
she is, actually.
Listen, 150. Listen, is $150? Is that considered a reasonable date? Is that an
Yeah.
acceptable date? A man take you out. Is it $150? Is that a reasonable date?
That's
Absolutely.
more than enough.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Movies, going to Top Golf, that ain't gonna run out. That might be $100.
Yeah, that Top Golf
I'm gonna
right
tell
there,
you
listen,
something.
that
We
Top
going
Golf
to the
like-
restaurant. We spend $950 on some food. What are you talking
The
about? Top
restaurant,
golf and the
too.
movies.
I'm an active date. I like to go out and do stuff. I
Yeah,
don't like
yeah.
to.
Frankie, because some of these folks, they just want to go right. Listen, you want to go get somebody drunk. I always tell guys, I'm the worst date
You
ever
don't
because
drink anyway.
I don't drink. So I'm sitting here, I'm fully alert the whole time. So
Watching
like,
you cut the food.
right? Is she gonna get hot and bothered? Not on her first date. She not. I'm like, listen, I'm a quick Uber. Listen, I'm a quick Uber away. Chop chop, Javier. Listen, this brother about to listen.
She said,
This brother about to
Garcon.
please check, please. My half of the check, please, because
Your half. That's
I can
hilarious.
already tell I ain't getting no ride back home because I'm not, because he thought I was gonna be drunk off some sauce, and now all he done did was bought all this cranberry juice, and I got to keep going to the bathroom. Now he thinking I'm gonna have to.
He put orange juice in your cranberry juice.
Nah, I'm just gonna drink my own cranberry juice. I'm gonna drink it all before I go to the bathroom. So you're not gonna be spiking my drink with the date break.
Fact.
You have thought this through.
Right, not just like.
Do
this
you
bitch is
know
still-
Jay?
This Wayne still fully alert. It's
Sure
11:30 and she ain't tired yet. She ain't, her eyes ain't.
Nope.
No, sir. I'm watching.
That ain't me at all.
And
I'm
are we
drinking.
going?
I'm having
and are we
several.
going dancing?
I'm
after
having
this?
several drinks.
Several.
You're not fixing to be feeling on me
Several.
on
I
no
will
first date.
say I'm only gonna have enough so that this right here don't get a little crazy.
Right. Well, I'm not
I
worried
need to
about
act
that.
like a lady.
For me, it's more about just making sure I'm straight. If I got to peel off, I got to be straight because ain't no coppers coming and ruining my night.
I just need to make
with
sure
no
my mouth don't
Maker's
say nothing
Marks
because
and
I
things.
say something once the goose give me loose. Why your hair cut like that?
Oh
That's what
no!
I'm saying. You mess around and end up
Why
getting
you
left
wear
there.
that shirt outside? Your friends don't love you. They let you come outside on a date like
Dang.
that. It's when
Truth
you get.
serum.
It's when you
That
get.
truth serum.
I get laid back and I'm just like, I don't even really know why I'm here. Like I just want to go home.
For
like,
me, it's more like working because in my work environment, I'm an entertainer. So come down to my residency, I'm gonna have a drink. I'm gonna socialize. I'm gonna do that. So I'm a good time, but I'm actually a lot calmer than what I used to be because I was the friend that would be all over the place doing everything. I have done some things, okay, at the club.
I have gotten us kicked out many a times, and my favorite word is I've been kicked out of better places than this. Baby, I done got kicked out the boutique, the ETs, and the E's
Oh
of the twos.
dang, you did.
I done been kicked out the Cactus. I done been kicked out that one over there on Elston. Everybody used to go
the
to.
dolphin.
No, not the Dolphin. The one before you get down to the Dolphin. That's Ashland. It wasn't the prop house or something.
Oh, prop house.
they
I
done
used to sneak in there.
They done kicked me out
I
the
used to
prop
sneak in the
house.
prop
I got
house.
kicked out this place downtown. I was doing all my business. I got kicked out that place on Elston. It's under the train on Wells. It's called the Cactus.
Oh, Lord.
I could tell the men had my arms like this. They just didn't pick me up because my arms was bruised.
I got kicked out of
wanna know
one
why I
club
get
one
kicked
time.
out?
Why'd you get kicked out?
Because I want to dance on top of the speaker.
Oh, see, you got to go to Vegas for that.
I'm called the speaker box dancer.
Speaker box.
What you get kicked out for, Frankie?
When?
One time.
Okay, so one time.
You only admitting one time.
She take that back.
One time as a patron. Okay, because I'm a performer. Sometimes I get popping. You might have to do some things, but that's another story. I got kicked out of the spot off of Milwaukee. I can't think of the name of it right now, but I got kicked out, cussed them out, then had to pee, and then tried to get back into the place to use the bathroom, and they wouldn't let me. They wouldn't let me back. Divine, that's what it was. I got kicked out of there.
I don't
Then
think
I
got kicked out
valeted
of
my
that
car that night, and they lost my keys. So I'm kicked out of the
Now
club.
I'm
I
going
got to
in.
use the bathroom,
Oh, God.
and I ain't got my keys. And at the time, my husband had to come from DeKalb because he had the spare key, but he was up north in Northern with his brother. Had to drive all the way from DeKalb to get the key, and I'm popping. My mouth is popping.
I got a
just-
bad mouth. You got a bad
Ooh,
mouth.
it's bad.
You got some
back
southern.
then.
You got some southern in you.
It's
Ooh.
We had, now listen,
We gonna make it a date to go
Pretty Tasha,
outside.
she's saying, yes, it's very reasonable to me. He don't have to spend a lot of money on me as long as he spends time with me. Count me and date, or court me and date me, then I'm satisfied. It's if it's done from the heart, then that's all that matters. It
Facts.
don't take a lot to satisfy me. And again, I think that $150 is definitely a reasonable amount. But like I say, for me, like I guess that'd just be the meal, because again, I don't drink and do
You don't even eat that much food, so
That's why
my
you gotta
favorite
have
meal is
adventure.
breakfast.
She's a breakfast person.
Oh, wow.
Listen, you find me sipping some. Listen, I'll
she
find a
gonna
way
ask
to
for a
just-
glass of water and a salad.
Right, wherever we go, because I'm just like, I'll just be there for the experience. Like, because listen, one thing about me, I know that I can get the itis real quick. And so it's like when I eat, I'm ready to go to bed. Like, I'm like, life ain't the same no more. Like,
Especially if it's
in
a
them
good meal.
20s, I'm just like, listen, we used to, sneak around this west side, be popping up in them TT bushes. Like, girl, I seen your man over there off Chicago Avenue. Let's go.
Roll up.
I don't have that energy anymore.
I used to do
just
stuff
don't
like
wanna-
that too.
I like my,
Baby.
But I never stalked. I did more of like
It's investigating. It wasn't
It's not
stalking.
called
It's like,
stalking. It's called
no, you have to
investigating.
Okay,
investigate.
I'm
I
gonna
need you
change
to
the
change
word.
that word.
You have to
I
investigate.
am
No,
not a
no,
stalker.
no.
To
I
investigate.
investigate.
I never did that, but I have done like I dare yous, you know
No,
what
I
I mean?
know.
And
We
it
done
wound me up
popped
on the
up.
west side writing lipstick on people's windows.
See, that's why
you
my
know.
knees ain't nothing now because
Mm.
you know it's only so long you can scoot in the west side and then the bushes be smelling like pee back in the day and I'm down.
I ain't
scooting
doing all
like
that, but
my knees. That's why my knees is bad. So y'all thinking that
Jay, you crazy.
I don't have
they messed
Megan
up by
knees,
giving me
okay?
the internet.
I'm just gonna let you know I don't have Megan knees. I don't, I can barely wear because we used to
We
wear the
ain't
whole
got
heels
making
all the
ankle. We
time.
ain't even got making ankles, no baby. Because that knee, you put that heel on, my
It's
knee go
going
proof.
out. Just like so, the whole shoes and the whole heels.
Mm.
Wow.
And
I'm
we had
very
them
humble, you all.
heels.
So that's why I'm humble to this day because I remember, the
Standing
ooh,
outside freezing cold with our little
Never.
skirts on and our little tube tops.
so
With our
I'm
little
like,
high
I
heels
know,
on,
I
waiting on to
know.
get in the club for free. We been there, we done that, we done.
And then and that would lead right into what we're talking about tonight because it ranked up there. How important are their looks? Now you may be saying who is there. That's the people that's what's up? How you doing, shorty?
Oh yeah.
You're red bone. How important?
First of all,
listen,
my bones ain't red, they white.
you know what they called you.
I hated
How,
it.
I
I hated it. All my life, I had to prove I was black, and now you will come over here and call me red bone. My bones is
because
black.
she salt and I was pepper.
Yep.
We say that's what I'm saying. She was salt, I was, but but when somebody is approaching you, what do you consider?
Oh, why do I have to answer this? Go ahead.
You going in first.
What do you consider attractive in the opposite sex? What do you listen? And for those that you drink the same color. What do you consider attractive? Okay, because I'm telling you.
So it's what we consider attractive, not how they look right now. It's just
So
what
the
we
first
consider
question, what
attractive.
you consider attractive? What do you consider attractive?
I love a smile. I love a pretty smile. I love chocolate skin. I love manicured nails, hands, fingers, and feet. I like a well-groomed man, but I also like him to have his own flavor. Like he can't be like everybody else. He got to have his own style. He got to do his own thing. I don't want no cookie cutter Sears, Roebuck and Company catalog dress man. I want you to have your own flair.
Your own flair,
And
your
you
own
know what,
style.
Frankie, that's so deep, and I like that. But that just let me just go off track for just
Oh, Lord.
just a little second because
Uh-oh.
when you said the teeth, that just remind me, and this just happened yesterday. You all, I struggle, so I ask that you all please keep me lifted. So now I'm having some work done on my house, and so the guy we go to the Home Depot. And have you ever met a brother that his breath gets to you before he even? I'm like, oh my God, what in the world?
Whiplash.
As he's walking towards me, he hasn't even. I'm just like, I don't even want to. I don't even want to. And so he starts talking, and I said, oh. You just text me when we get inside the store because I know my face is bad, so I know he like I know this B ain't brother. I don't know how you was even when I got upstairs when we came back from Home Depot. I'm like my whole apartment was smelling
like his breath.
I'm just like, do you have any friends like? He's like,
he got halitosis.
No. It was worse than that. I don't know. It smelled like
gingivitis and halitosis.
You know what? It smelled worse than the basement smelled after all the mold from down there from when it flooded in June.
That's halitosis and gingivitis.
It smelled worse than that. Something going on, but I'm just like,
acid
how are
reflux.
you talking to people? Do you
and
have
nobody
any
saying
friends?
anything?
Ain't nobody.
I had a friend like that.
Okay,
ain't nobody say nothing to
Lord,
her.
I try to be deep, but I know he was like, this bee is so rude. I'm just because I can't. Like, you really.
You ain't slipped a man a piece of gum.
I didn't even want to
No, if it lit up your house,
like,
that gum ain't gonna work.
as he's walking, like he needs
But it would have been a hint.
He needs some fire extinguishers.
He
or
needs to
something.
have them teeth extracted. He needs to have the floor of his stomach scraped. His tongue. He needs to have. Okay, but
he needs Febreze in his throat. He needs to have an automatic Febreze
he need a
in his
detox
throat.
and a deep cleanse.
I don't know. Like it was just, it was definitely an issue, and I'm just like, you sitting up here, how are you? And he's like, yeah, I work for Brick. I'm like, I know y'all got good dental insurance. Like, I don't understand, bro. Like, what is up? Like, y'all you invest in your car, but not in your mouth. Your rims look better than your teeth, and this is not, it's not a good look. So I know he done went back to wherever he was working with. He done just called me everything. But I'm like, as you telling them, they not your true friends because they standing there, listen to, and they
Well,
can
he didn't need them to talk to him when they had to wear masks, because if his breath smelled now,
I know,
He
was
had to
killing
kill
his
back
own
then.
He
self.
had to kill
So-
himself.
So
he was his own COVID antivirus, huh?
yes, he was. I guess
It
that's
was
why. I don't know.
He saved his own
his
life.
own
But what about
vaccination
for
was
you,
his
Lady
breath.
Lotus? What?
For me, the first thing I see, I go for eyes. Like, I love a guy with like some nice eyes and, you know, his eyebrows looking good. I don't want nobody getting their eyebrows arched and all that other stuff. But, you know, like she said, the smile is next for me. And then the next part is this. It's the chest and the arms, baby. The chest and the arms, that wingspan. Because I like to cuddle. I like to be held, and I need to make sure they big enough. You know, you gotta get all the way up in there. You know, your arms should be long enough where you touching me and you. And then from there, it's the shoes. I can't.
Yeah,
I
I
can't-
can't.
I
I shoes too.
I can't. The shoes is actually my first place I'm gonna go to.
That's
now, if
exactly
you ain't
right.
coming from the gym, or you know, you just got off work and you out here and your shoes look like you just ran 5 marathons,
Or you
track,
just ate them and spit
you
them up.
ran all the way to Africa and back to the United States of America in those shoes.
No
You're
shoes.
gonna have to explain to me, buddy, why your shoes look ran over.
So wait, so Cedric, he's saying intellect is what he's attracted to.
You
And
don't
then
even know her
he says-
intellect. You just met her,
He
man.
says how he even get into your house with that phone breath.
Okay.
Because the other
Exactly, Cedric.
The other contractor that he was working with, he let him in because I was on my way there, so they was already there working when I got there. And I'm
and the
just
other
like,
and the other one left.
no, he was still there. I'm
Oh.
like, I don't understand how he even that whole get up. I don't even understand that. But my sister, she's Haley. She's saying that mouth is brutal, Jay.
did.
Listen, you know what? Look, for me, what I'm attracted to, and I've had to accept this. I've cried myself to sleep plenty of nights, you know, because what I'm attracted to is not attracted to me. I always get
The
stuff
short.
that you have to look and find. Listen, let me tell y'all
She
something.
telling the truth.
That's why I was like, I'm not dating. I don't want to date anymore. This guy, I kid you not. You know, he had a real tall. I'm like, whoa, a tall voice. I'm just like, whoa, a real deep. I'm like, yes, all right, talking right. Meet him. I'm like, wait a minute. I know, it's getting a little dark out here. So I'm like, okay, he got a little shadow. Maybe the rest of them, catching up with him. No, that didn't happen. So as he's getting, I'm just like, now, Lord, you done did it again. So now he wants to come in for the hugs, head laying all on my breast. It's not going to work. I don't want to talk.
I understand that.
We're friends. We are friends. It's like, hey, Jay, first of all, get your head up off my breast. Let's just shake hands, because how did you say, Jay, how does head get on your breast? Because that's just how
tall he was.
That's his stature. Okay, because I'm gonna stop saying short, because y'all always saying, you know what, you ain't out. Listen, so that's where when he came to get you her, a normal person, we could have been the same size. We wasn't. I'm just like, hey, you want to lift your head up? Hey, come on. Hey, all right. And from that point on, I'm like,
about to go to sleep.
I'm professional now. I'm like, there's no more flirt. I'm like, Lord, you done did it again.
And I'm only 5'1", so it ain't that hard to be taller than me. Okay.
See,
so
you see what I'm saying?
I'm 5'4". It is
if
not that hard.
It's really not that hard to be taller than
Short
me.
men need love too.
So I like
Kevin Hart need love
I like
too.
tall
They do,
men.
but they have other gifts, from my understanding, though.
Well,
they're short in height. That
They do.
they're greater
I
in
can
other
never
areas.
get, but that's too short. Like, I mean, I'm like,
What they say,
I
y'all
gotta
the same
pick
size
you
when y'all
up
lay down.
and put him in my pocket, and I gotta see, did I lose you? Make sure we
Did you just say
together.
pocket? You put him in the pocket.
That's how I felt. Like,
Did you hear the "Did I lose you"?
Yeah,
though?
I heard that.
I'm
too.
just like, what are we doing? I'm going home, and I'm just like, well, all right.
You gotta hold his hand when you cross the
Wait
street.
a minute, where he go? I thought he was right. Oh, come on, shoot! Is he still? He said,
Scared to
"Let's
go
go."
to
So
Fright
I
Fest with
thought
him.
we done went out the door, and I turned around. I'm just like, oh, that was this guy. I didn't see that he was standing behind the guy that was the tall man. So I'm like, you feel a presence behind you. So I just figured it was him. And it wasn't. He was like two tall men behind. And then, so I'm already down the street. And I'm just like, oh, shoot. See, yeah.
His
Can't
leg-
go to Fright Fest with him
his
because you
legs
scared he
can't
ain't gonna
keep
be able to
up.
ride on the Batman.
Oh, he's not going to be able to get
He
on
can't
anything.
get on
He's
the
not gonna,
Superman.
listen, you all.
X-Flight.
I'm not coming down.
I'm gonna
on
be an
all
advocate for
of
short men.
the
Email
short
me.
guys. I'm not going to do it. I'm not.
Y'all leave them alone.
No, leave me
Wait,
alone.
6'4" now listen, wait, 6'4" said, Jay, y'all real rough on us. Rough on 6'4", are you sure?
You cannot. No, he
6'4",
might be
don't do
6'4".
6'4"? Are you 6'4" or are you just saying that?
See, don't 64 inches. You don't. I'm not even dealing
I
with
can't
this.
even see.
That would be 5'4", wouldn't it?
6'4" rigid.
You know what? 6'4". You know we family right here. Cud and Pete, we family. That's
Cud
all.
and
That's
Pete.
it's right here from the heart. 6'4" is right here because I'm not gonna deal with this. But again, I like when I dream, I'm like, oh yes, he's tall and. That's not what the Lord knows I won't act right with a tall drink. So that's why he gives me somebody that, because I have to stay humble. We're here. So, it will never be a confrontation because I'm just like, okay, so what are we supposed what are we supposed
You got
to
to
do?
take a step.
What are we supposed to do next? But when you're talking about how important are their looks, so does their looks matter? Like, is it important? Is that a determining factor whether or not you're going to respond to their advances? Or some women are making their moves. They like, damn, dude looking, what's up? Like, let me send him a drink or let me send him a little something. Does his looks play a role in that? And if so, how important is that?
Shallow Hal said that.
Because I'm so shallow in my thinking.
I won't be dating Larry. You remember Larry on Shanae when they brought the other, not Shanae, Wanda, when they brought her date and she thought he was uglier than her and he said, I love you. And then they fell in love. I can't. I can't. In my younger days, I definitely couldn't.
No, couldn't do it.
Where I am now, I need to visually like who I'm with.
Always.
Now, I don't have these high standards that he gotta be light skinned or dark skinned, or he gotta look this way, he gotta do this. I used to have that model man, he gotta be so tall or this and that. I don't have that anymore. I do have what he cannot look like.
Amen.
And he cannot look like a stepdaddy.
Yeah.
He can't look like Uncle Lou.
No, wait, go
now,
back.
Okay, what you mean?
What does a stepdaddy look like? You need to explain
you know what
to
your
them.
stepdaddy look like. And I feel that way. He can't look like Rollo. And I feel that way. I'm putting my business out here in the streets. It's a therapy thing. It's a trauma for me. A woman who's been, touched, a young girl who's been touched by men at the wrong age.
Okay.
If you look like you have that stigma, I can't. And I tried to let it go. I tried to put it down, date this guy. He was tall, he wasn't all that cute. He was he had the little pot belly. And the little pot belly was like, I feel like I'm being molested.
Oh, yeah. Well, that'll be.
So it's a trauma for me and I have to stay away. If you giving me like grandpa vibes, like Uncle Lou, like I can't. I'm sorry.
So wait, so 6'4", he wanted to clarify. For the record, it is 6'4", 6 feet 4 inches.
My brother.
Come through.
See, and that's what I be like. So I know that the Lord, I be like, Lord, now I lay me, Lord, please bless me with a man that's taller than, please, Lord, I know.
What's the height? What's the height? Where you got to start at?
At least, listen.
How
Lord,
tall are you, Jay?
5'4". Lord,
So he got to be at least 6.
Please let him be. You know what?
5'8" ain't bad.
Lord, please let him be 5'5.5". You just can't lay your head on my.
Did she say 5'5" and a
Yes,
half?
I say,
did.
Lord, because the Lord because if I keep asking him for 6 feet, he gonna keep sending these
Now, do
little
you
dudes.
know he not gonna answer that prayer because
But
in
he
his
ain't
mind you not accepting his people as
But
he
he ain't
created them.
I'm not
even
That's
accepting
why
him
he
either.
keeps sending you where he's sending you because you
So
being
that's-
shallow half.
Right, so that's why I figured if
You
I
have
ask him
to
for
just
5'5.5", maybe he'll send me 6 feet.
No, he not. He gonna send you 5'4.5".
I don't want that either.
I don't want. I'm like, Lord. Now I know these people are. You send them with good hearts, and somebody had the nerve
You
to
gotta
say,
ask for an average size man.
I'm just gonna fail. I just want.
That's
She's
what
like,
I'm
"I'ma
saying,
fail
because
at
I'm just
this."
like, now, Lord, so besides the height, now, I have dated what you may not consider attractive, but they had all of the other attributes that made them attractive to me. That
Yes.
confidence, is through the roof. I mean, their charisma, personality, I'm really big on that. But you can't look like the boogeyman either. Now, I'm not saying I'm not going to be going with the boogeyman. You can't be like, Lord, please do not let
He
him
gonna say, "Baby,
touch me."
boo."
And I'm not gonna be sitting up here doing all that. I'm like, and you know what? It's a lot of guys that got money that be looking like the boogeyman, and they be thinking that I'm not materialistic,
I can't
so
do
I
it.
don't. It don't
I could
matter to
care
me. You
less.
can
I'm
care
shallow, not materialistic.
Thank
very
you.
much so. So there's
And
a
petty.
big difference. So looks are important, but again, as you get more and more seasoned and you go from the 20s and the 30 plus, the order of the importance, it shifts.
Right.
So maybe in your younger years, you are just, man, he gotta be 6.
Looks.
And then here's the thing, for those of you that say, also now you done been ran through. First of all, ain't nobody been ran through but your sister and your daughters. Okay,
Tell
that's the
your
only people
mammy.
that's been right.
Dang,
Tell your
That's the only
mammy.
people
That's
who've been
cold.
ran through.
that's cold.
Because look at who they listening to. Pound Town, and
That's cold.
those the only ones that's being ran through. But that's neither here nor
We
there.
were
That's just
not
for
raised
those-
that way.
That's just for those that these guys that say that, not for all you, good that rock with us. But your order, if you still are attracted to the same thing that you were attracted to yesterday in your 20s, then where have you grown? You have not grown.
That's facts.
It's like you're supposed to grow. You're supposed to evolve. It has nothing to do with whether, yeah, she done had kids by them thugs. And her baby daddy may not be a thug. Her baby daddy may be your cousin.
Tink,
Is he
tink.
he may be your stepdaddy. You know what I'm saying?
Drew
So
now.
your change, your taste should change. It should evolve if you've evolved as a person. So are looks important? Are their looks important? Yes, but you have to determine on what level and how important they are to you. Guys, I want to thank you so much for tuning in. Listen, we've had the beautiful talent Frankie Parker with us tonight. Tell us again how they can get in contact with you and how they can get your song.
FrankieParkerMusic.com. Sounds of Frankie P with one F. Frankie Breezy Parker on Facebook.
Guys, and it's Lady Lotus and me. Until next time, you guys take care of yourselves and each other. Peace out. Good night, you guys. Thank you.
Thank you for hitting the J Spot on intellectualradio.com.